Innocent people were killed in part because someone who wanted to inflict harm had no trouble getting their hands on a gun.
And 50 people shot this weekend, 3 of them children.
We change the course of human events around this world, this nation does. We put a man on the moon 50 years ago, and we can't figure out why only our children are running around in their schools killing each other.
Carnage mounting inside, the injured on the ground outside. The gunman, Omar Mateen, was an American.
From 1999 to 2016, over 570,000 people died from a gun-related cause in the U.S. alone. This averages at almost 32,000 people a year. Whether it be by their own hand, someone else's malignant intent, or a mere accident, many families have had to bury their loved ones before their time had come. Many still argue that the ability to carry a gun makes them feel safer, but the numbers show that American lives are put at risk because of how easily accessed the dangerous weapons are. The government has the ability to save thousands of lives by enacting stricter gun laws concerning gun control.
The rate of suicide from firearms is predominantly felt in communities where there are more white and rural families, whereas violence from homicide is predominantly felt in communities that are predominantly Black Americans and live in urban areas.
This time is different because we're not letting up. We're not letting this be the end of us, and we're not going to just accept this as our fate. Yes, there are people that are going through mass shooting drills and they're learning what to do in these situations, but we're not just going to take it that this is what we have to live with now.
Another issue concerning gun control is underage children getting access to firearms. The youngest kid to shoot a gun was a 5-year-old. He had secretly taken his parents' gun to school that day. The child accidentally discharged the weapon in the cafeteria. Thankfully, no one was injured, but there could have been severe repercussions if luck had not been on their side.
What does someone who owns a gun think about new gun laws and how people are handling their weapons?
The amount of guns, I don't think, is the problem. I think if you are using them for what they're intended for, there's no problem. I think it's that people don't care anymore.
Many people do not believe that we need stricter laws concerning gun control. Their argument is that guns are not the issue. People are what we should be concerned about. Furthermore, guns that are banned will not stop being used. They will be merely bought illegally. Guns also protect people, and more often than not, shots will never actually be fired. The attacker will usually retreat if someone in the near vicinity has a firearm. However, there are other ways to protect yourself, and passing laws for stricter gun control is the right thing to do. Permit to purchase laws are a great way to start. The law requires a thorough background check done on the buyer before they are allowed to buy a gun. This law has proven itself to be effective. For example, Connecticut saw a 40% decline in firearm homicide and a 15.4% decline in firearm suicide after enacting the permit to purchase law. Missouri saw a 16.1% rise in firearm suicide and a 25% rise in firearm homicide after redacting the permit to purchase law. Enacting permit to purchase laws nationwide could create a measurable decline in gun deaths. Firearms pose a threat to our society in numerous ways. Hundreds of thousands of people have died, and many teenagers don't feel safe at school. We believe the government has the ability to prevent gun violence and deaths by enacting stricter laws. These stricter laws have proven to work in the cases of the permit to purchase laws. Our president and Congress should address gun control and how to prevent gun violence because it would save lives and change our society for the better.